Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the EU Casting Couch Free versus Free Lockout Elimination. You are joined by myself, your host, Daniel Dudge Sandal, and joining me today and streaming this game for is the wonderful Energy underscore being, as usual.
Hello! Welcome!
And welcome indeed. Tonight we are going to be having some fantastic tournament games coming your way. Over the past week, Energy and myself have been organising a free versus free lockout elimination tournament on our Discord server. We have offered all of the players and all of the people who are part of our wonderful community to come by and sign themselves up to go up against other members of our community in a free versus free environment. This will be the first of our community sort of events to go forward, and we're looking to do more in the future as well, but giving these players a chance to showcase themselves, their abilities, and a little bit of trash talk to go alongside it as well. We've got 5 teams coming your way tonight, and the first 2 of those are BLOL, which stands for, and I'm going to completely and utterly butcher this, Baleli Lo Ole Lee. I've been told that that doesn't mean anything rude and is an inside joke, and our second team on the red side is My Little Zubra.
Yep, so we should have an interesting match coming up for the first one. They are new members of our community, so please show your support. Honestly, most of us don't know any of them, so just choose a side based on name, I guess. Whatever's up for you. But yeah, so we are glad to have them here. In the future, we may be having more events like 6 versus 6s, 1v1s. I am honestly interested in doing events in the future for cash prizes as well. So stick around, join our Discord community, and do whatever, and we should have a good time today. But yeah, we can get into this first match pretty shortly. Just need to get the lobby set up and need to get the random map for this fixture.
Of course, that is one thing to bear in mind as well. For the first 2 maps of each game, we will be going to a randomized free versus free map. Should we get the 3rd map of the series, we'll be going to the tiebreaker map, which for this tournament will be Eco Point Antarctica. But as you know, for our first game, we'll be seeing these 2 teams go in action. Later on for this evening, we'll be seeing a team already tilted versus My Fruit Suit is in the wash, with some long-time members of our community going up against one another. Later on this evening, we'll get to see Pichu's Pussy Pounding Posse coming to you guys in all of their splendour, which has been one personal friend of mine alongside the man himself, Pichu, who's in our chat right now. Welcome to you. Now, everybody get hype. We are getting ready for this. Some GG Easy's already coming out in chat, and we are almost ready to get going with these games.
Yeah, we're nearly there. What we need to do for the first one is to get a randomizer going for the map. It will be out of 3 different ones, either Black Forest, Castillo, or Necropolis. So let me get up a randomizer.
Okay, so whilst Energy is getting that sorted as well, I'm taking a look at the SRs that we have here today. Pretty even teams going up against one another. We have a nice gold and plat spread here coming up. Both teams seem to know each other very well as well, which is an extra bonus. Of course, friends coming in, and I can vouch all of these guys signed up as pre-made teams coming into this, so they all know one another on a personal level and should already be coming in with that extra level of just a nice bit of friendly nature going forward. Got to expect that the comms are already going to be there. From the randomizer, we are going to be going to Necropolis first, which is one of our newer free versus free maps, and very excited to see what these teams bring out here in lockout elimination.
Yeah, we haven't really casted any 3v3 tournaments or matches at all, so we'll see how this goes, but let's get right in here.
The entering game screen coming up, one of my personal favorites.
No, we have not. Just going into this map. So yeah. Yep. Professionalism.
Did I talk for a very long period of time, at length, without even being heard?
To an extent, yes.
Of course, Pichu is telling everyone that you stole the sound here, Energy. How could you?
Yes.
How could you?
I don't know. I don't even know how it's possible, man, but somehow I did it.
Speaking of Pichu, though, we've got 2 Roadhogs coming into this. Is Pichu really shit still, or are we going to be seeing either of these Roadhogs start to do the work? Chime already forced out to use his the reversal of time. The Golden Rhino getting down Melon Cake, so that's their healer down already at the start of this. Seeing damage going through onto Norco, but this is the Roadhog. He may be shit now, but he can still hook, but there's the hook! Beautiful work to finish off that kill, and it's just Heffalump left here. Can he do anything in the 1v3 is the real question.
Nope.
And there we go, we've got our answer already.
Baleli Lo Olele 2. And the other team, My Little Zubra 0. Honestly, it is getting very hard to even remember these teams' names off of the top of my head.
I do have to admit, though, it's nice to come in and have a little bit more of a relaxed stream. We're still giving it our all on the casting front, but just to be able to swear on stream's quite nice, to lay back, chill for a little bit. It's lovely so far.
I mean, fuck yeah, man. We don't get to do this every week. We don't get to do this ever.
Of course, out there in chat, if you guys would like to join us or community events coming up in the future, I'm looking at sorting out a 1v1 for our next event going forward. Melon Cake is getting dicked in this already. Shield's already down, but he's starting the recharge coming through. It's Heffalump on this soldier, trying to find some work, not landing all of the shots necessary, however.
Honestly, blue team's really sticking well together, making sure that they're pressing their advantage for these fights. Red team's kinda dropping the ball on that. They're just spreading out in the previous matches, and now the Winston's so far away from everyone else. I think the Zenyatta's just gonna die because he's being left alone to a mech.
And there it is, he goes down at the very beginning of this. Heffalump does trade off Grasp, the other healer, however. 1-for-1 trade, no healers on the board. What we all like to see. Team deathmatch, let's fucking go, boys. That's gonna be Winston starting to jump across as Heffalump. He just tops himself to start this off.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good start. So, we have a monkey versus a flying Egyptian and a Korean and a mech. How's this going to work out?
Honestly, I'm pretty sure the monkey's going to die. They do have a capture point coming out. Monkey, if he doesn't get on it, it's just going to go. But, high-speed collision, and he's already out anyway.
And there we go, starting off our first game on Necropolis. That's Baleli Lo Ole Lee, or B-Lol as I'm going to start calling them, taking our first map. Just looking at this though, D.Va's such a disgusting champion coming into the meta. Oh! That's what the kill was.
Yep.
He didn't top himself.
He just fell off.
Well, D Golden Rhino, the man of the hour, gotta say, he is coming in as a sub for this team. Our original player, who I'm just gonna quickly check from Baleli, it was Dr. 65,000 was unable to make it for the game here. So, bringing in D Golden Rhino, very good substitute for them already, and already integrating very well into the team.
I mean, it's working out fairly well. We are going to the random number generator for Black Forest or Castillo.
I do love me some RNG. Playing a lot of Pumpkin recently and getting fucked by that RNG. Feels good, man.
Feels good. Feels good, man. Probably gonna cast that soon, which also feels good, man. Black Forest is going to be our map for this.
Black Forest Gatto, that's now something I really want at the second. But, of course, can My Little Zubra bring it back in this, our second game on the Black Forest? Will we be going to Eco Point Antarctica, or will the game be ending early? Let us know in chat what you boys out there do think, as we are going to start getting ready and go into this map as soon as we possibly can.
Yeah, we're going to get into it, just asking if they are ready. We do have 13 people watching, so hello! 13 people watching, we appreciate you. We appreciate all of you.
Can I bring out my Jay-Z reference is the real question.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Remember you properly sighed at this the first time I actually got to use it.
I'm
which is
sure
the-
I know what's coming. Too.
It was the end of a OWL stream. It was, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. And to the 16 people who are watching at the second, we appreciate you boys, as we are going over to Germany for the Black Forest, and it's not the Gatto. One more round, will we see another 3-0 energy?
It's pretty likely if it continues to go the way it did the other time. But there's a lot of different map environments in this one. Honestly, the closest thing to regular Eco Point Antarctica for, like, the new 3 maps is the Castillo map, but this one, for people who are used to 6v6, might be more, willing to play it openly. This has a nice big amount of space and also tight corridors to play in.
I definitely think the new Blizzard 3 versus 3 maps are absolutely fantastic. The amount of effort and the great work that Blizzard were able to put into this, it's so beautiful to look at, and it's a really nice environment to play on, as you say.
We have 2 Reapers coming into this, and also a Zarya. That's 2... Wait, yeah, no, 1 Zarya. Okay, so it comes down to who can probably engage properly first.
Reaper, of course,
Roadhog
seeing a
can get
lot
his
more
hook.
play recently. Since the extra buffs, that lifesteal, something we thought was going to be broken. Fighting already
man.
starting here. Heffalump taken
Heffalump can't even heal.
dangerously low. The chunk coming straight in as Chime on that Reaper is making all of the difference here. Blue team starting to push through. Roadhog hook not going to hit. Chime
man.
gets Heffalump and absolutely twats him with the shotguns. Dr.
There
Golden
it
Rhino
goes.
takes down Norco, and that is our first round as D Golden Rhino picks up the 2k for the beginning.
That is absolutely it, but the Baleli Low Oleli team can now not use Ana, the most potent healer in the entire game. Also, thank you for the person who subscribed during that. I appreciate that. Or not subscribed, followed. This is Twitch. I keep on forgetting.
Speaking of prevalence in the healing though, Grasp is currently hovering this Lucio pick, who's such a popular healer and just all-around utility hero, who sees so much play no matter how much Blizzard want to nerf him.
Yeah, no matter what they do to him, he's still going to be super prevalent in the meta just because speed is so powerful. And that Roadhog is getting fucked.
Heffalump is not having a good day here. Melon Cake also going to get a nice bit of freezing going into this. The wall will be thrown up, and that will be the trumps from Baleli Leo Leo. I have no idea how to do
Baleli
that.
Low Oleli. Yeah.
Sure is a good thing we're not pissed right now, otherwise this would be impossible.
Next time. Drunk Overwatch casting. Beautiful.
Golden Rhino jumping in, seeing lots of blue effects on this board so far. D Golden Rhino, the Winston taking out the peaceful monk in the backline. Melon Cake gonna get fucked next.
Oh, man,
Heffalump
Heffalump by
seeing
himself.
the rest of the team. He's getting booped, he's getting twatted, he's getting frozen by Chime, and that's another 2-0 already.
Sadly, you don't see enough Heffalumps and Woozles alive these days. He keeps on going down really, really fucking fast. He did stay alive the longest, though, and he does have the option to play that Roadhog again if he likes, because his team has not won yet this round. But if there is one more win on Baleli Lo Oleli, then they get the whole win for this first of our matches today.
Bringing out a very different composition here already. We're seeing the Pharmacy alongside the Soldier. Could be a nice little pick to get themselves a point on the board for this game, which I'm really hoping to see from My Little Zubra. We need something competitive coming in from them here.
Yeah, man, we can't just wait for, like, Pichu and the other people to bring it in. These guys have got to bring it.
Of course, if My Little Zubra lose this round, they are out of the tournament entirely. This is the first elimination round, and they won't even get to see the third place match, which will be coming up later on after the semi-finals.
Oh,
and
My
before
Little
the finals.
Zubra, first kill.
Norco starting off with the kill here. My Little Zubra definitely still in this. D Golden Rhino forced to heal up in the backline, gets the hook,
Oh.
doesn't get the kill. No, Norco,
No,
he
man.
gets himself. Heffalump
it.
does get a kill, however, 2 versus 1. Melon Cake and Heffalump versus Chime. Chime dangerously low at the beginning. He's stalking, he gets
he's
headshot.
down.
Beautiful play.
Maybe the start of a come from behind victory. Probably
Hey,
not
coming
at this
from
case, but
behind.
maybe.
At
Maybe.
least My Little Zubra do have themselves a point on the board. Even if they lose here, they go out with some dignity.
Yeah. They have a chance. They have a chance to get this done. But even if they don't, they gotta score on the board, and that's enough to be like, hey, I was there, I participated, and I wasn't a complete waste of time.
We're not a big fan of participation trophies, but we do have to get rid of one of these teams. Norco going dangerously.
Oh, man!
Chime already starting this off. Heffalump trades one back. However, Chime and Grasp, the pharmacy, are left versus Melon Cake and Heffalump now.
It is a pharmacy, though, against
Good luck,
Reaper.
mates.
Yeah. Good luck, man. Heffalump, you might be dead again, but we'll see.
Trying to bait them inside the house here, of course. That would be a position where Chime would not be able to really do too much, but also an enclosed space for Heffalump to do all of the work himself.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be good, but oh, there goes Melon Cake, and
it would
that's
be
it.
good, but Chime already starting this off. Reaper, can he do anything? Even if he manages to pull back the tie, which looks very unlikely here, gonna try and get the TP. I'm gonna start following his perspective and take a look and see what we can really get here. Heffalump already starting to take the damage, and there it is! Beautiful work from Chime and beautiful work from Baleli Lo Ole Lee to take our first game of the evening 2-0. Congratulations to My Little Zubra for bringing back at least 1 point there, and very well played. It's a shame to see you go so early in the tournament, however.
They did play this really well on that point, though.
Brilliant work from B-Lol overall, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
And gotta admit, fantastic work going forward. So that is Baleli Lo Ole Lee 2, and My Little Zubra unfortunately going home with the 0 in that column. Excellent work. Our next game will be Team Already Tilted versus My Fruit Suit is in the wash. We'll take a very quick break for now whilst we get that lobby set up, but don't tune that dial anywhere else because we'll be back very shortly. If you're looking for something to do in that time, make sure to follow Energy and I on Twitter, and we'll be back with you guys very shortly.
Yep, we'll be back in a minute.
Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome back. We are back here with you, and once again, it's myself, Dan Dodge Sandal, and joining me, as always, of course, Wesley, Energy __ being, and we are back for some more beautiful free versus free action as soon as we've got some subs in.
Yep, as soon as we have some subs. Both of the teams have somebody who can't really, or isn't able to be here at the moment, so we have to wait a bit. We will, I don't know, I guess we can take questions or anything, I don't really care. We need to fill the time.
Questions is pretty good, but also at the same time, waiting on people. We could do a drinking game. That could work.
I mean, if I had any alcohol, that'd work.
Or alternatively, we could just sort of rail on our teams and, just insult them about their timekeeping skills.
Yeah, that is also entirely possible. Both of them knew that they were playing today. Everyone was supposed to know that they were playing today, but did they check? No. No, they did not.
I've spammed the free versus free event tag that I made on Discord as well. I've absolutely spanked the shit out of that, and I'm surprised people haven't left just yet as a result of it.
Yeah.
But of course, we do have our first sub coming into this, and that will be Madmay, who is actually not scrimming with his team this evening, which is brilliant because it means that we can have him here with us.
Yes. Yes. Will his team win? Will they move on to the next one? Did 5 people just leave because we insulted our community? I don't know. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we're just waiting on one more sub. We do have Madmay, who is going to be joining us for this next game, as Blink. Thankfully, Blink did have a very good excuse as to why he's not able to be here with us.
Yes.
So that's fair enough. Unfortunately, he's had a little bit of a personal emergency at home, has to go to the hospital, and hopefully everything's okay on his front. We're sending good energy his way, if that's a good thing that we can do at the second. Gonna have to wait on our next sub, which looks like it will be Alterna.
Apparently, in the chat, they say, I gotta say, you nailed it on the Balele Lo Olele, and I hope that I did. I don't know.
I'll be perfectly honest with you, dude, you did a lot better on that shit than I did. I could not say that for just at all.
I am so reminded of, like, the Metal Gear Solid, like, oh,
Lali Lulo Lo?
Yeah, Lali Lo or something like that. I don't know.
We're just waiting on one person to join us for Team Already Tilted, and I think we should probably go over that that entire composition, to be perfectly honest, because Bitter Mercy, who you're going to be seeing, who is actually Arzi,
yep.
Hasomi, who is one of our other resident players, and also Blink, all have themselves a little bit of a track record of tilting.
At the very least, Blink does. I'm not too sure about Oz or Hasomi, but we know that Blink does, and that's why it was named that for sure. But hey.
As soon as he was joined into that team as well, there was so many different names being thrown around, just about tilt, salt, anything along those lines, and I feel almost bad for the guy.
Almost. Not quite. Okay. Let's get down to the number randomizer.
Down and dirty.
Oh yeah.
So of course, once again, our free maps to be chosen from are going to be the free versus newer lockout elimination maps. This will be best of 3 maps.
We are
and
on,
of course,
Castillo.
And at the end of this, if we do go to game 3, we will be going over to Eco Point Antarctica, which is the good old retro May Snowball map. I fucking missed that mode so much, dude.
Yeah,
it was brilliant.
I mean, I kind of do too, but hey. Let's see.
But
My Fruit Suit is in the Wash is the name of that one team?
Yep, my Fruit Suit is in the Wash, going up against Team Already Tilted. Now, of course, do stick around, because very soon after this game as well, we'll be seeing Pichu's Pussy Pounding Posse going up against Team B-Lol, which I'm not going to even try and pronounce, who won our last game as well. So seeing if the Crushers are able to beat the Crushing Man Pichu and his little Pussy Pounding Posse themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Pichu's pussy pounding posse against Balele Lo Olewe. Two things that are very weird or hard to say.
To be fair, I do really like the 4Ps because that's something I really teach as a caster as well. You got the 4Ps going in professionalism. Oh shit, I've forgotten all of them. Can't even remember what I'm teaching people nowadays, you know. As we are going into our first map of this, which will be Castillo.
Yeah, I'm just gonna switch up the names at the top.
And welcome into Bro Gamer View as well, another great member that we have alongside. If I remember correctly, that will also be Mirai. Happy to have you here, man.
And
oh, looking at the compositions already, Fusion is going to be taking the Bastion alongside Misk's Reinhardt. Lots of healing going to be coming in from Darcix as well, which will be so amazing to see. Hisomi trying to cut down the shield at the second, but Fusion just having a little bit of trouble. Can't find the shots onto Farah just yet. Misk's barrier starting to go dangerously low, so Hisomi's just ADing like an absolute fucking boss here.
definitely, they need to like move out of the way, let that shield come back up, and just make them play into their hand.
Hisomi getting healed up here as Alterna's now going to be having the pharmacy treatment on the backside. Still, not really too much going on here as it looks like Misk's barrier is now fully recharged. As Fusion just trying to find himself a good angle to really surprise people. Alterna! Oh my shit! He just got slept out of the sky. What a brilliant start to this. Darcix, you are a sleeping god.
Yeah, that went pretty well. They are down now. 1, 2. Oh!
Jesus, Misk with him getting himself another lovely.
God damn, man!
Just
come on.
Absolutely shredding the rest of this. Mercy going to be the only one woman left alive, and then getting slapped around and just shredded by that Fusion minigun there.
That's sleep indeed. Holy shit, that worked out very well. Sad I didn't get it on camera, but whatever, man.
Oh, maybe one day we'll have ourselves a dedicated producer.
Yeah.
Now, wouldn't that be fancy?
That'd be amazing, but I don't know how soon or even likely that is.
Any day, or anybody out there in chat that would like to be a dedicated producer, we'll occasionally take you out to dinner, we'll treat you well, we'll do nice things for you.
Well,
now, changing up the team comps a little bit here.
We definitely won't take you to a weird office and put you on a casting couch. Don't worry about that.
We're not that sort of casting couch. We're not a fake taxi either, as Hisomi gonna absolutely dick over Misk. That's not exactly the porno he was looking to get involved in today. Whoa, boy!
It's also not the, you know, turn of phrase that you kind of want to use after saying, we're not that kind of, like, thing. But, hey.
But of course, we do still have Darcix and Fusion left alive. On Team My Fruit Suit is in the wash. Gonna be the pharmacy coming into this. Are they gonna be able to cut through Bitter Mercy on the soldier? Hisomi playing the diva, and of course another Zenyatta coming in.
And they are just, you know, they're doing down some damage and everything. Alterna taken out by Fusion on that
I have to say,
farm.
that's a brilliant pick coming into this, because Zenyatta is going to be the person to dick over this pharmacy. But no, there's another person to dick over the pharmacy, is Bitter Mercy, also known as Azidaz, going to get that hit scan hit down onto Darcix and get himself a second kill there as well.
1-1 now.
Prepare for battle.
Gonna see how this turns out for them. Honestly, it could go either way at this point. Nobody's shown themselves to be extremely dominant.
Definitely the case, and when you look at it, both teams sort of feeling one another out and just checking what they can do. Hisomi was hovering that McCree there. Glad that we're going to get to see that. The hit scan is usually on point from this lad, as Fusion also going to be playing the Soldier 76, a man who, of course, you know, I was healing, you can't kill me.
Yeah. No, you definitely can't kill him. He's healing. That makes it a shield.
You can't cap in the air as well, though.
No. So many things.
Cappers in chat aside. Bitter Mercy on the Winston now, just jumping forward, trying to find that dive in, taking Darcyx dangerously low, and this could be the kill, almost coming through, getting it with the flashbang is Hasomi, but trading back is Fusion. Both hit scans still available here. One healer, one tank versus 2 hit scans. Let's see what we're able to find. Alterna going dangerously low alongside Hasomi here. Looks like Fusion's going to be getting the damage in. Beautiful workers. Misk is going to finish that off on the Zarya pick.
One more win, and my fruit suit is in the wash will be the winners of this map. I just realized that the name is off the side. I apologize.
Of course, Mirai, also one thing I would like to say, we're not that sort of casting couch. We're mostly going for the joke side here, but of course, we wouldn't ask you to do anything like that. Just to, not publicly at least. Nothing along those lines. No, not that sort of.
We're not
that sort of establishment. Beautiful start coming through here. Gonna be seeing 2 pharmacies and 1 cup coming through, but Bitter Mercy and Alterna seem to be getting the best of this at the very beginning as they're spreading the damage across here. Misk looks like he's getting the dick more than everyone else's. Fusion going super low there, but getting healed up very well by Darcyx. This is going to be a boring map if this carries on like this.
Honestly, yeah. Like, this map is very easy to poke from a distance without getting in there, without having these, like, really close fights. And it's showing, because it's pretty much just poking battles, every single one of these.
Of course, Hasomi can heal himself up, and Misk is going to have the ability to just defense matrix absolutely everything, and the kitchen sink. There we go. Hasomi healing himself up. Bitter Mercy taken dangerously low. Taken out of the fray at 93% charge to ultimate as well. Misk does currently have his ultimate, but it's probably going to be absolutely fucking useless here. Doesn't get any kills as Darcyx is going to be the one to kill Alterna. Hasomi in the 1 versus 3 now. Darcyx also has himself. He did have the res, but that's going to be the game as my fruit suit is in the wash. Takes our first map here.
Yep, they are up 2-1 now. We will go to the number randomizer again for this next map.
Bitter Mercy. Honestly, Oz, why did you have to use your bloody alt account? We know who you are, but this is going to get confusing.
This is going to be hard. Gonna be hard.
Arzidaz getting the pharmacy all by himself there. Brilliant work inside here.
All by myself. No, okay. I'll stop.
No. Well, we're not a singing stream at the second.
It's true. Okay.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe. Probably not, but maybe.
You're not getting me singing anytime soon, man.
Kind of hard to do at the moment, but hey, let's see. Next map, we are going to Black Forest. Once again, we will see these maps fairly frequently this stream, but hey.
Still, it's a gorgeous map. I mean, what can you not love about this? A, it's in Germany. B, absolutely lovely scenery. You can see the sun, the god rays coming through in the I mean, bloody hell, the stream.
It's in Germany, like, there's like so many things. But hey, okay, everybody is ready, so we are going straight into the next round.
Very exciting one to start this one as well, entering the Black Forest Gato, and we're going to be seeing what these teams bring out. Once again, a very even match we did get to see last time. Will the same translate over here? Fusion hovering that Genji.
Yeah, we may see him play that. Also, a Mei and a Lucio coming out. Okay, so we have Zen, Widow, Rein, and Genji, Mei, Lucio.
Of course, Fusion does play a lot of the Genji. Why the bloody hell are we seeing a Widowmaker coming out of her there? But
it's
not going to get that first kill down onto Misk, who went so super low there. Misk going to be getting just healed up very slowly, but surely, of course, Lucio going to be killing a lot. Oh, Darcy!
Oh, that was so
Getting
close.
dinked in the nipple as
Oh my
Bitter
God.
Mercy going to finish him off. Bitter Mercy getting the second down onto Misk. Looks like Fusion, you are alone. You're in the 1v3. How are you going to respond? You're just going to
By
die
dying,
to
yeah,
Alterna.
dying.
1-0 at the beginning here.
You can't click I need healing when there isn't a Mercy around. Like, it's just not how it works.
No, of course that's the case. Arzidars hovering himself the Junkrat. What are you doing to me, guys? Why do you have to hover these things? Alterna, I believed in you. Put out the Torbjorn.
Come on, come on, come on, guys. And here it is, Junkrat, Torbjorn, Orisa,
For fuck's sake.
and Genji, Zarya, and Lucio.
I think I might quit halfway through the beginning of this.
Come on.
Already tilted. True, just
True to the
proving their
name,
here.
yeah.
Tilting me off the face of the planet at the very beginning. Hisomi taking some damage, and with this composition, I hope you guys lose this round at the very start. Fusion gonna be coming in, dashing around and seeing what he can get, but lots to...
Oh! the
I'm
pain.
tilted, I'm done, there's the trap, the
Come
skill
on.
trap, killing off the Genji. Fusion gonna be very mad about that, probably gonna be the most tilted in this entire game. Hisomi's getting pushed
What?
now here
My
himself.
game
Dark
dropped.
6 gets
Okay.
himself another kill.
My game shut down for no reason. I apologize for that. So hey.
Bugger. Okay, so just to let you guys know that Already Tilted were the winners of that, so we are now currently 2-0 up in the standings. Thankfully, the guys have given you time to pause, and
Yes.
we will see if my Fruit Suiters in the wash are able to come back from this. They're going to have to take 3 rounds in a row, however.
Yeah, they will have to come back, and if we unpause it, then we can get back into this.
Are you back in the spectate?
I think so.
Oh, Mirai letting us know that there's a Junkrat with an aimbot in this game. Looks like I finally have myself a reason to ban someone.
I am back, so yeah.
Okay, brilliant. So let us get back into this. The unpause should be coming through very soon. Bitter Mercy, for fuck's sake, Ars, just go play on Arzidars,
Yeah,
please.
come on, man.
It's
not
gonna
cool.
be on the soldier once again. Hisomi already getting the BM in chat. Beautiful work. What I like to see in these community events. Nothing says community like BM, salt, and a little bit of trash talk.
Yeah. Nothing says community like hating each other very openly.
We're not like that here. We do
No.
not condone.
We do
any
not
of
condone
shite.
that.
Actually, been a very nice community so far. It's
Yeah, pretty
been
much.
really great to see how it's progressed, and I've really enjoyed some of the people we've met through this.
Yeah, we've met a lot of people.
Oh my
that
Jesus
charge.
Christ! What the? Already
a
starting
double
that
kill.
off. Misk, what a beautiful! The
What?
Spanish
Come on,
charger
man.
himself coming through, getting that kill. No tanks left in this game, and Misk, even if you guys do not win this round, I'm gonna love that play for the rest of this Bitter Mercy. Gonna take out Dark6, but Fusion trading out on here. 1 versus 1. Fusion versus Alterna. Alterna, of course, on that Lucio. So it's Soldier versus the Lucio here. And
And
Alterna
that's it.
is gonna be taken down. Beautiful work,
2-1.
Fusion. 2 more rounds to go. Come on, boys. I can see this happening.
Come on. Come from behind victory. You don't want to play on Eco Point Antarctica? Nobody wants to play on Eco Point Antarctica.
So, of course, taking a look at what we have next. If we do get to see the reverse sweep from my Fruit Suiters in the wash, then Already Tilted will be going on to the 3rd place matchup later on. But if Already Tilted win 1 more round, which could very well happen,
Oh, the Torbjorn.
they will be going 1-1. The Torbjorn is back in action, and Fusion, now I'm gonna have to flame you, because that is
come
just
on, man.
simply a dick move.
Yeah, you don't do that to people. That's not okay. You can't just say that to people. God.
Stop trying to make it happen. It's not gonna happen.
gonna happen.
And Bitter Mercy, Azidars killing off Misk at the beginning. The Spanish Charger is not gonna be getting anything this game as his team is starting to get wiped. Just one person left. And Fusion, you brought this upon yourself with the Torbjorn. That is already tilted, bringing this series 1-1 already.
All right.
And of course, that does also mean we are heading over to Eco Point Antarctica for our first time this evening.
Yes, we will. Maybe not for the last time, but we will see how this goes. I am tripping over words because I do not have not lore things. I don't have game strategies to be talking about nearly as much. So not as much strategy coming into these.
We could just chew the fat and chat the shit. That's basically what we're here for at the second. I can bring some hype, but there's not really too much I can bring at the second.
Apparently, I'm not the owner of my own game anymore because of that. So hey.
Now, of course, we did get to see Bitter Mercy or Azidars picking up the play there, but so far a very even game between these two teams.
Yeah, it's pretty even so far.
Okay, we're just going to have to get these guys to make sure that everything is in order now. So, now we've got to rely on the players to do this. It's Azidars who's going to be making this, and I've already flamed him quite a bit during the last game, so he might now tilt us even further here.
It may be the case.
Please don't.
Don't. Come on. Come on.
I'll buy you dinner.
I won't. Just don't.
Well, gonna have to see what does happen though. Eco Point Antarctica though, we have to go back to that. It's a map that's been around for ages. I used to play this map a hell of a lot. And I used to play with Emily and George, and we used to play the good old Roadhog, Anna, and you'd play a soldier, back when that was the pure meta, so gonna have to see what these teams are actually gonna bring out. But so far we've seen a lot of trolley comps as well, which I also really enjoy from these guys.
Yeah, troll comps are fun. Just every once in a while, they're really fun.
Oh boy, we are getting into the game now. Sorry,
Arriving at Eco
pauses in our voices and the dead air that's coming through to you guys this evening. We are pretty much organising this all by ourselves at the second, so we're doing stuff in the background, even though it sounds like we're doing fuck all at the time.
Yeah.
So, just gonna have to wait and see what these guys are pulling up next, as it looks like the Anna Roadhog is coming through from our red side, which is my fruit suit is in the wash.
They will be coming out with with a Roadhog, an Anna, and a McCree. And on the other side...
So many changes since that's been meta, though.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of changes since that was a meta in this game.
Both Roadhogs hooking one another into this. This is a BDSM party in the middle of this staircase. Not the sort of place where you'd want to host it, but Misk looks like he's coming out on top of that. Jesus Christ, that was
Come on, man.
an unintentional BDSM ref.
You know what? I have lots of intentional ones, but I just kinda don't want to talk about it around people.
Misk is getting the flank on as he's trying to go from behind. Hasomi will be taking advantage of that and getting
he's
himself
down.
the kill. That's the beginning of this. So looking, Fusion, Darcix, the only people left alive from Fruit Suit in the wash. And are they going to be able to do anything here? Of course, that's Fusion taken down very low already, getting healed up by Darcix, who's keeping a very nice position throughout the rest of this game. Looks like Fusion is hitting the crucial shots,
Oh,
but Bitter
Alterna getting a
Mercy
shot.
just keeping Alterna alive, and that is the pharmacy which we're never going to see again in this round.
Yes, they cannot play it
From
for
already
the rest
tilted,
of
at least.
this.
Select your hero.
Good start though coming out from already tilted. Bitter Mercy.
So
Not what I expected.
Did I scare you? Yeah, maybe. Maybe a bit. Come
That
on.
was quite a flank coming out from Misk, which probably cemented the victory from already tilted there.
Pretty much. You can't just walk
Hawkins-
up by yourself and hope you'll be fine with 3 people there.
does somewhat harken back to the days when Pichu making those horrendous 6-man flanks.
Yeah.
Jesus, those were the days.
The damage is not the same anymore, though. You can't just do that.
Alterno getting a little bit frisky in the backlines there, not able to find anything back out. He's going to EMP him, not EMP, sorry, he's going to translocate back in and back out. Fusion's going to
Yeah,
be looking
this is-
for it though, and that's the American beating down the Mexican once again. And
This is-
how does
yeah.
that feel?
This is pretty much a losing game at this point. Like, Bitter Mercy has to heal up Somi all by himself, and there's not enough healing coming out of this.
Of course, Lucio does provide very low healing per second, so that's just going to tilt it back to 1-1 now. Already tilted. Was that a sign of tilt?
Maybe. It's entirely possible. Alterna dying that early, though, just made it really hard for them to come back from any sort of thing. And honestly, the Winston's not the greatest pick for a 3v3. The Tickle doesn't do enough unless there's like a Mercy, and you know there's definitely a Mercy.
We are going to get to see Fusion back on that Genji pick, not able to pick up too much with it last time around. So will he be able to get more success with Misk on that Zarya is the real question.
I don't really think so, but that's my opinion. It's normally correct, but that's my opinion.
But you're wrong! It's an opinion that's wrong, is what we usually get on Reddit. But
Yeah.
we are not Reddit here, we're much nicer than that. We try to be at least. Fusion already getting dicked out through just a little bit as he's pulled backwards. That's going to be both shields already coming through. Debuff of Hisomi pushing out now. Fusion going super low at the very beginning of this. The healing is still coming through. Darcy's doing a wonderful job at making sure that's the case. Genji now diving into
man.
the backline. Takes
And
out
he's
Alterna,
gone.
but Bitter Mercy will trade it back. Tank and healer versus tank and DPS now. Oh, this is going to get a little bit friskier as
Good
Misk
area
will
there.
be the person to take down Hisomi's mech. Misk and Darstix doing a lot of work here. That's going to be Misk getting the kill onto Hisomi. Soldier
Oh, but the
versus...
healer's down.
Oh. Soldier versus the Zarya now. The Rusky versus the American.
The Soldier nearly has the ult too, so it's entirely possible that he could just completely destroy him. There's a capture area too, though, which is gonna be maybe a deciding factor in this fight.
The reveal has now come down as Misk is already seeing it. Bitter Mercy playing very well to the range, but that waiting
That's it.
for the time.
That's it.
But Bitter Mercy, beautiful play around the Zarya bubble there.
2-1.
Prepare.
And this is
The
set
no
and
coming
match.
out.
Game, set, and match point now for Already Tilted. If they win this round, they are heading straight to the finals.
Yeah, they'll be going on to fight whichever team wins the other semifinal that we have coming up in just a minute.
Hopefully as soon as possible as well after this, because
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting this to be as exciting as it's been so far. Bitter Mercy trying to get the cheeky sleep dart out there, not really finding any success with it so
Torbjorn.
far. Alterna, why do you do this, man?
There is Fusion on that, like, on the Pharah though, so I don't think he's going to do very much. Misk!
And this
down.
is taking it back. That's going to be the side flipping monkey all the way through this. Alterna and Misk, both men are out of this already. 2 versus 2 left over. Pharmacy versus the Ana and the Orisa. Of course, Orisa not going to be able to hit those shots
Oh,
as consistently. Fusion, beautiful work coming through. Just one last boss left before we bring this back to 2-2.
Remember though, Pharah cannot cap the point when she's flying, so I think there may be a problem.
Of course, if anybody is wondering what that is, we did get to see a lovely 1v1 recently with a few very questionable
Yeah.
comments said afterwards. Darcix is just having some interesting gameplay here as he gets to stand, do nothing, and left and right
Yeah.
click.
He's managing the Pharah's health. For a
Shout
little
out
bit.
to our competitive Overwatch at
Yeah.
the second.
r/competitive Overwatch, the home of people who are way, way, way too salty about the same hero.
Now this is starting to get frisky as the
And
capture
that's
area
it.
has unlocked. That's the
Yep.
2 for 2. Fusion getting the nice little Goomba stomp in there as well. Beautiful work.
Prepare for
Not surprising in the least, honestly.
We've got to see it, and to be perfectly honest, it's really interesting to see how these guys are managing it so far. So 2-2 at the second, and the winner of this round will be the winner of the series overall, and will be going to our finals against whoever wins fixture 3, which is Pichu's Pussy Pounding Posse versus Baleli Lo Ole Lee.
Yeah, and whoever loses this will be going on to the bronze match for a chance to have that third place title. You might not have won, but you can get, you know, a little bit more than a participation award.
I feel almost bad about that name, the bronze match rather than the third place match. But Fusion already taken low here. The shields are going to start healing up, but he's not really going to be finding too much success. Darcyx is healing him up through all of this, thick and thin. Alterna
And
going
he's down,
dangerously
though.
low. Bitter Mercy is the one to take out Fusion. Darcyx takes out Alterna. 2 members taking out each of their opposite numbers. Beautiful start to this fight. Darcyx looking for something, but Misk will be the one taken down. One healer versus a tank and a Mei. I cannot think of too many things that are much more scary than that. Can Ana succeed here is the real question against
No.
2 people who technically have a
No.
lot of self-healing.
No.
Darcyx is
Probably
getting
not.
closed in on. And here it is, Hisomi coming in through the backside with the freeze ray, and that is going to be the win. Going over to Already Tilted, who take the entire series.
That is a nice shiny golden gun.
Play of the game.
Darcyx, though, taking play of the game with Ana anyway. That was a ton of healing, I do have to say.
I do like to see the healers getting shouted out in the play of the games, especially when it's an Ana, because it's so hard to get that Ana play of the game.
Yeah, it's very hard compared to like Lucio or whatever, where you just get a nice boop, and that's it. You have a nice, good, you know, play of the game, but no, Ana and Zenyatta almost rarely get the spotlight for that.
I do like Zenyatta play of the games. When he's not even healing at all, he's just fragging out and doing his best, chucking balls in people's faces and doing whatever he can to carry the team on his back. But carrying the team on the back, next time around, Pichu will be bringing his pussy-pounding posse of Dave and Dan, and they will be going up against Baleli Lo Ole Lee.
Yes.
Now, of course, we will be heading into a quick break whilst we sort out the lobby for that game. Don't tune that dial anywhere else, or I should say, don't change that URL to anything else, because we will be back in just a couple of minutes for our next hype matchup, heading into our bronze and finals.
Yeah, get a drink, get a small snack, we'll be back in a few minutes.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the EU Casting Couch 3 vs 3 community tournament. We are heading into our final game to decide our third place match and our finals. Now, of course, we will be seeing Pichu's Pussy Pounding Posse going up against Baleli Lo Ole Lee. Once again, joining you is myself, Daniel Dudge Sandal, and joining me on this wonderful casting couch is Wesley Energy Being.
Hello! Hello! We are going into Necropolis for the next match. We've already done the random number generator. Everybody's in the lobby. We're just waiting for some readies. And here we go. I'm going to need to change the names and everything, but we will get there.
The real question of this match is, can Pichu carry his team to victory here? He has Teddy DS, who is going to be needing a lot of carrying, very heavy, needs that level 3 backpack at the very least.
Yeah, he definitely does. He is not an Overwatch player, he is a PUBG player. That is pretty much all that he does lately, so...
Of course, Devon's also another member of our PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds community, who's pretty good at Overwatch, to be perfectly honest. He's very good with the first-person shooters, and he's going to be playing the Reinhardt. So 2 tanks and Teddy DS on that very low-effort Mercy coming through.
You can see how much he plays this game by how he walks in front of Reinhardt's shield with Mercy. It's definitely an indicator.
Teddy, you are getting flamed today, boyo, so you get to enjoy yourself, and hopefully you'll be looking back on the VODs of this, and you'll probably swear at me later on. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Man.
Pichu! What the fuck
hook.
was that?
Holy
There
shit!
we go! Pichu getting the hook into grasp straight away. Pichu's probably not going to be playing this game anytime soon. Doesn't get to play the Roadhog anymore. He gets a second kill, but D Golden Rhino is going to take Dave out of the fight. Too heavy, but that means he cannot fuck it up for the rest of his team anymore. Devons and Pichu, last men left alive. D Golden Rhino on the Tracer. Can he do it?
I mean, I don't know. He's going against 2 really big tanks. One of them can heal himself and is Pichu's main. So I think this is probably chalked up to a loss, just on the fact that there are 2 people who can cap the point instead of 1.
Pichu just
Will they
looking
even cap
for this
the point,
hook
though?
as well. He's
They need
starting
to
to
go up.
move over now. D Golden Rhino looking in for this. Oh, the
That
rewind
dirty
taking
hook.
him dangerously close there. Oh,
Oh
my
my
Jesus
God.
Christ! The pulse bomb taking Devons out of this. But that's the hook. Pichu, you
man.
fucking god.
Pichu, you animal. Come on, man.
Whew.
For battle.
What a way to start this off. Of course, we won't be seeing Pichu on that hero anymore.
He won't be
now.
playing it until the next map comes back up.
And D Golden Rhino, not really mad.
Yeah, made a mistake, used Blink.
Slight misplay coming in there, using the blink when he didn't really mean to. Bro Game of You, of course, saying in chat as well, hook is fixed, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Well, if you're
Yeah,
playing against
no.
Pichu on that champion, you're not going to be having fun anytime soon.
Hook is fine, they said.
Pichu now
Gonna be
playing
great, they said.
on that McCree. Devon's picking up the Orisa this time round. Grasp and D Golden Rhino still sticking to similar heroes. Of course, not seeing a Tracer this time round. Probably going to be tilted off of that for now.
Honestly, even if, like, Teddy doesn't do well in this, he's coming off of getting, like, a 3rd place in a PUBG tournament earlier today. I don't think he cares.
Pichu and Devon's taken out of this fight already. Teddy gonna be going down shortly afterwards, tying the score up 1-1 here. Brilliant.
Prepare for battle. Select
Just to confirm, for Pichu here,
It's 3v3
this
lockout.
is lockout elimination. So as soon as you do win on any hero, you cannot use that hero again.
Yep.
Of course, as Somi saying in chat as well, Pichu, no fun allowed when you are playing up against that Roadhog. Jesus Christ, you just probably best to /FF.
Yep. D Golden Rhino now taking Pichu's fun and playing that Roadhog.
If he can manage to, you know, live up to the Roadhog, that we do have in this game of Pichu. Pichu getting a lot of damage down at the very beginning of this, very on point with his aim. Looks like the training he's been getting has actually done really well. Devon's getting a beautiful sleep here. Chime, oh my god! Chime taken dangerously low. Pichu getting
Chime
that
down.
first kill. Open frag taken in advance here. 2 versus 3 now as Devon's just trying to heal up the rest of his team. Gonna be having a good time of it as he is playing the Ana.
Yeah, I mean, his aim's not incredible, but he's doing a decent enough job to get it in there.
Oh,
Get
Pichu
everybody
getting
healed up.
pulled
Oh,
in.
Pichu down.
Very good try by Teddy with that defense matrix there. Looks like Teddy's now just going to be just moving in onto Grasp, trying to not get boots here as D Golden Rhino coming in. Double purple coming in, but that's going to be Devon's taken off of this straight away. Teddy DS now just trying to shift himself around and find himself in a better position, but he's taken out of the mech almost instantly. D Golden Rhino will miss the hook. Teddy is pretty fucked here, to say the
Yeah,
least,
pretty
as
much.
D Golden Rhino gets that kill.
And there goes his body down the hole. Oh well.
2-1. Not the result that we expected, as B-Lol taking a very good advantage here at the very beginning of this map.
I mean, Pichu's pussy pounding posse is not doing quite as well as Balele Lo Olele. Alliteration. Alliteration, my favorite thing. You have to say
admit-
so many plosives with Pichu's pussy pounding posse.
I hope you've got a pop filter installed on your microphone at the
Hey,
second.
that only matters if you're using a ribbon mic. I can't afford that.
I have to admit the little boom. What's it called? Because we've both got the
Yeah, mod mic.
mod mics. They do have a really nice air filter on them, which works in a similar way to the pop filter. But
I mean,
of course, you guys out there don't care about that.
I could honestly really bother them and just like bring the mic in really close and be like, oh, let's see.
Peaches
But it picks
pussy
up your
pounding
breathing.
posse.
Like, yes.
And at least 2 people out of the 19 currently watching have just left. Oh no, shit, we just gained a
ASMR
viewer from that. TDS gonna be taken out of this at the very beginning. Grasp doing a great job there as Pichu chasing down as Devons gets that first kill. 2 versus 2 still left. Pichu getting a beautiful stun, making sure that Chime cannot chase him down any further. Grasp getting a nice position. Now, that's the purple coming into Devons. Pichu, holy Christ, your aim! Now, once again,
He's in position
we are
too.
back. He's got a great one here. Capture area is going to be
Oh,
unlocking.
Reaper
that
moving.
will be the teleport from Chime. Pichu
And
knows where he is though.
honestly, Pichu has a bit of an advantage in this. Chime has to fight in close range, and he can do that on the capture point, but Pichu also has a counter for that, and it really comes down to who can get it first. Pichu needs to move to that point though, because if he doesn't, this is going to be over.
He's
This
trying
is
to
a
bring this back to the
fast
2v2. Oh,
Oh my
brilliant!
God!
That's the stun into the double headshot. Pichu, you god. 2-2 as we come on to match point now.
Pichu pounding that pussy. Now, like, this is just... I really like these names way too much. Balele Lo Olele and Pichu's pussy pounding posse.
You see, I really liked the 4 Ps just for the fact that we, as I said earlier, we
Yeah,
teach
as casters,
the
we
4
teach the
Ps.
4 Ps.
And now the 4 Ps that do come in, it's a really good way of doing it. You've got to be professional. You've got to be prepared. You've got to make sure you have the production behind you, and you've got to
gotta
make sure
slay
you're passionate.
pussy. You gotta slay pussy. That's what it is. No, like, yeah. Or in
I'm
my
glad we
case,
didn't have-
also men. Like, it's great.
I'm glad we didn't have any like XX Pussy Destroyer XX names,
Come
as
on.
Daddy DS
That'd be great.
once again is the one getting the big dick of the law, but Pichu is bringing out his big dick until he gets killed once again. Devon's still playing that Ana, is trying to stay in a good position here. That's going to be quite difficult for him as Devon's not going to find
Yeah,
any
no.
success there, and that's B-Lol going to be taking our first map here on Necropolis. Excellent start to this, and Pichu is really not liking this lockout elimination mode.
They're trying to get it on lockout preset. It is on lockout preset.
Oh, okay, so apparently it's not set onto lockout elimination.
It's
at the second.
lockout
We can
3v3
change
or
that.
flat elimination. Okay, whatever.
We can get that changed, that's no problem at all. But of course, B-Lol taking our first victory here on Necropolis. Now, not something I expected because Pichu was coming into this on such a hot streak from
Yeah.
this season and from the amount of training he's doing recently.
Well, if we're talking about waiting in this tournament, there's definitely a reason why he is with the people that he is with. So hey. Okay, let's see. Presets. 3v3 lockout. Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't on lockout. Okay.
Well, I'm glad to see that the teams were playing incredibly fair in that case. So,
Yes.
excellent work to the both of them for getting the memo that we didn't, even
Yeah.
though we were the bloody organisers of this event.
Professionalism. Number one of the P's.
We embody professionalism, man. We don't swear on official casts.
No, of course not. Fucking Jesus. Of course we wouldn't swear on cast.
Who the fuck does that, man? But of course, we're getting ourselves a nice little wind down and chilling with the boys. And so
Cracking
far
open a
it's
cold
going
one.
really well.
Having a nice time. I honestly wish that I had a cold one so I could just be drinking right now, but whatever. Okay.
I'm really going against my rule. I have an energy drink. Red Bull, sponsor
Yeah.
me if you guys out there are listening. But of course, Red Bull alongside, so I'm truly breaking my own rule on not drinking sugary drinks whilst using my voice. So tomorrow I'm going to be fucked, to say the least.
Yes. So, we are with Balele Lo Olele
Prepare
on
for battle.
1
Select
and
your
Alterna's calling you
Pichu's
out in chat.
Pussy Pounding Posse. What?
I
He is
don't know
calling
how-
me out in chat.
Alterna.
Tisk tisk. Well, tisk on you for no reason. Fie on you. I bite my thumb at you.
Oh, we should really start bringing in some different sort of. Maybe we could bring in some Shakespeare memes. That
Yes,
could really
your-
spice up our casting. Pichu's going to be
Your
starting this off.
father
once
was a
again with the-
hamster, and your mother smelled of elderberries.
Like, there's one way to start this off.
Yeah.
Pichu back on the Roadhog at the very beginning of this, so he's only going to be able to carry one of these rounds, bear in mind. Trying to get down a lot of damage at the very beginning.
Oh,
Holy
he
fuck.
hooked him right
What
into
a
it. What the fuck
Brilliant
was that?
work. That was great communication. I'm going to pretend that was intentional because
I'm gonna
everything
pretend.
always is. Teddy DS getting fucked at the very beginning. Pichu also going to be going down as the full-on push is coming through from B-Lol, and that's a stomping victory to start round 1.
I felt in your general direction.
prepare.
Thank you, Alterna. I forgot about that part.
How the hell can you pull off such a good French accent?
I can pull off a fake French accent from Monty Python.
I mean, if I try a French accent, I just sound like the racist Brit I really should be. I'm British, of course.
Of course it should be. Yes, Brexit. It's all your fault. Specifically
We are
your
all
fault.
xenophobes. That's exactly how it works. If you're British, you're a xenophobe, and you hate any sort of refugee, asylum seeker, anything along those lines. But now
I'm pretty sure America is like right behind you now, so I can't say anything about myself either.
I mean, you have the national shame on your side.
Yes,
That's
I
one
do.
thing you can say. Pichu gonna be walled off from the very
National
beginning.
joke,
Does
at
miss
least.
that first, does miss that first hook, but getting a lot of damage down. Gets that hook in as D Golden Rhino gonna be pulled in. That's gonna be Chime, however, responding fantastically with these walls. Devon's on that Zarya is trying to just back up the rest of the team. It's Teddy DS, however, who's taking the majority
man.
of this fucking as he's the first to go down. That's both healers out of the fight already. Devon's will probably be the next to go down as he's just going to get spit roasted in there. Chime helping him into, you know, safety, and then Devon's just brings himself back into the fight. Oh, the hook!
Oh.
Pichu, but that's going... Oh,
Oh,
there's the whole
that's
hook
so nice.
coming down. Chime coming out of the ice and going
And
straight into
there
that.
it goes.
Pichu getting the final kill. Brilliant work, tying this up 1-1.
Prepare for battle.
So
I'm
that's
trying
a-
to think of
that's a
other
good
Monty
start.
Python references, but I can't pull anything out of the top of my head.
I just can't think. I just talk and hope for the best.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's got
Like-
me far so far, so that's alright.
I was gonna make a joke about Theresa May and the whole, well, that's not a form of government with the fucking, like, sword in the lake.
She's just a joke in herself.
Yeah, she is. So is Trump.
You don't
so I
even
can't
need to
even-
make a joke
Yeah.
based around her. It's a meme in general. Good old Dusty
The
Badge.
king of
Strong
the
and stable.
Britons!
Strong and stable.
Yeah.
Just like the composition coming out from B-Lol here with the pharmacy and bringing in the Roadhog as well. Devon's taken very low at the very beginning, however. He's going to have to recharge his shield already. Pichu once again bringing out his good old trusty steed in the Cowboy.
Yeah. He does a pretty good job on him for the most part, but he is going against a pharmacy, which is a hard combo to do.
Getting
Oh!
so many good
He
shots
got
in there.
fucked, though.
He did get some good shots down before getting the dicking,
Yeah.
which was
He got
one thing I did not expect.
He got fucked by his favorite character, which is even sadder if you think about it.
Yes. And of course, there's going to be our next takedown, Teddy DS. This is all on you. And
Tarzan
you're
can't
probably
rest.
you're not going to be getting that. 2-1 now. B-Lol getting themselves another victory in that round.
Prepare for battle. Select
And is it gonna be Balele Lo Olele in the finals? And
It could
Pichu's
very
pussy
well be.
pounding posse in bronze.
Of course,
Bronze match,
it-
anyway.
the third place match is coming up directly after this, so if we are going to be seeing that, that will be Pichu's Pussy Pounding Posse going up against My Fruit Suit is in the wash. Already tilted, have port themselves onto the finals as well, so they could be going up against Baleli. Oh, I just can't even do it. You know, I'm just gonna call him
Balele
B.
Lo Olele. Oh my god, Devons!
Oh, Devons!
What even did you do?
What have you done, man?
What have you done to yourself?
Oh, but
Oh,
Teddy
but a
is
tank.
getting the charge. The first time that Teddy on the ballsy Reinhardt is going to be paying off. D Golden Rhino also bought out of mech. Pichu is bringing
Oh
it
my
back.
gosh.
Teddy, you god!
Teddy! Come on, man. Punch Kid, too. He just had to do a Punch Kid at the end of that.
Oh my goodness, Teddy, I have doubted you all this time, but we're not going to be seeing the gold heart come out from you
I mean-
again. 2-2.
He did the most work out of this entire series so far in one game, so there is that.
Of course, we are still 1-0 up for B-Lol.
Those are some big
This-
fucking bird eggs now that I see them. Just like random, but those are some big fucking bird eggs now that
If this
Look at that.
round is whoever wins this round is going to be deciding whether we go to Eco Point Antarctica or whether we are going to the finals in a different manner. Devon's already
Pichu.
jumping in on the monkey, but that's
Ouch.
going to be Pichu taken down by Chime. Chime doing some brilliant work at the very beginning as Teddy DS going to be running around in circles. D Golden Rhino getting that kill. This is Teddy taken out, and this is such a clean wipe coming in from B-Lol. What a godly
congratulations!
performance.
Balele Lo Olele wins, and they're going on to the finals with Pichu's Pussy Pounding Posse going to the bronze match. I feel like the context of Overwatch makes that name a lot worse.
You know, that's the first time that I've actually done anything that resembles a speedcast in about 2 months.
Yeah. We haven't done it in a while, honestly.
But
But,
brilliant
hey.
work, of course, coming in from Baleli Lo Ole Lee, as they are going to advance onto the finals versus Already Tilted. The loser of that map, of course, is Pichu's Pussy Pounding Patrol, who got dicked 2-0 there. They will be going on to our bronze match, which we will be setting up, and we will be ready to start in just about 5 minutes. So don't go anywhere. Make sure to follow us on Twitter if you haven't already. Follow Energy Stream if you haven't already, and we will be back very, very shortly for our third place map.
Alright, we will be back in a minute.
Welcome back to the EU Casting Couch Free vs. Free Community Tournament. You are joined once again by your number one Kiss Boys, Daniel Sandel and Energy Being, as we are heading in to our third place, or in the case of this, the bronze match, where we're going to be seeing Pichu's Pussy Pounding Posse going up against My Fruit Suit is in the Wash.
Yep. So we will be getting into it right now. They are going to be playing on Castillo, did the random number generator, and that's what came up. So, let's get into this.
I do like Sombra's room on this map.
Yeah,
because
so
I don't know shit about this game because I'm our good old play-by-play, so I just read the kill feed and occasionally say what's happening, so I get to look at the maps and it looks fucking pretty.
It looks pretty bad.
The backdrops are always nice. I feel like you miss out on the backdrops quite a bit when you're playing this game. Not you in general, of course,
no.
just generally everyone.
Just pretty much everybody.
Of course, we are seeing PPPP coming in
Pichus.
off of quite a
Pussy
hard
pounding
loss.
posse.
As they just got dicked 2-0 by one of our new guest teams coming in, and
Yeah.
who also came in with quite the SR difference.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, Pichu has a lot of, like, SR compared to most people in this tournament. Just,
Oh
oh
my
my god! Again!
Fuck!
Again, man, come on.
There we go, once again, Pichu showing his dominance. Misk instantly tilted there. This is going to be forcing Dartsix and Fusion very far back as Pichu is on the prowl. Once again, Teddy DS going to charge in balls deep as he's looking for the rest of the team, but that shield is not going to be helping anyone at the second. Pichu getting his
Oh my
another
god!
hook. Beautiful work. Is Pichu going to get the free man ace himself? Looks like he may, as this is Dave going to be coming in through the rear as well. Just how that man likes it. Devon's trying to get some extra shots down onto Fusion. Fusion in the 1v3. Pichu getting the hook, getting the magnificence. Devon's finishing the
taking
kill,
it out.
however.
They fixed Hook, they said. It's gonna be more fun, they said.
They haven't fixed Pichu,
No,
is
they
what
haven't.
we can say to that. Now, Teddy is going to be playing the Mercy alongside Pichu's Pharah. We do know that Pichu has been picking up Pharah and other DPS characters quite a bit recently,
Yeah.
so we're going to have to see whether he is able to pull it out here.
He's been
Exact-
pulling that out a lot more because of the Roadhog changes. Even though he does a lot of work on Roadhog, it's definitely much harder for him to do like the work that he did before with the character. So he's been switching it up a bit and seeing what he can do going forward.
Looked like Devons was in a bit of a scary situation there, but he's able to get back to the rest of the team, or rather the team is able to get back with him.
Oh,
Pichu getting a
Pichu.
lot of damage put onto him, but he's able to take out Fusion first. That's the man who was supposed to be taking him out, so this could be very weighted into PPPP's favour here.
P. Coming in for the win. Dartsix going down.
And Pichu getting himself another beautiful kill on the board. I like it when you do that, man. I like it when you get the colour inside with a little bit of extra, play-by-play on top of that. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, we will see. Devon's taking out Misk. I
maybe we
am
should,
not a guy on a computer. I am not a robot. Why are you trying to go away from me? Like,
We
no,
need to
come
get some more announcer voices going, I think.
Pichu's
Definitely.
pussy pounding posse going up against My Fruit Suit is in the wash. Who will come out the victor? Teddy, Pichu, Devons, or Misk, Dartsix, and Fusion. It is a battle of the century coming out from these two sides. Fusion jumping up with a Discord orb on him, and this voice hurts, so I'm going to stop.
It was a bloody good effort, I've got to say. Fusion jumping up and down like the Genji he is. That double jump, if you try it in real life, you'll just look like a bit of a twat. Misk is also
You'll land on
pushing
your face
forward
is what you'll do.
that everybody else knows where everyone is. This statue seems to be the real point of contention here, as Pichu's getting a lot of damage down. Teddy DS also does play a pretty decent Zarya from when he did actually play this game, Fusion dashing up into the air as well. Not going to have the Dragon Blade available to him as well, but Pichu going to be taking out Misk's mech
no!
on this one.
He's
Dartsix,
down.
however, is the one to take out Pichu here.
Dosix is just sitting far away, doing some healing at long range and some damage too when he can, and it worked out well for him. I was not even watching him, and he just got that kill.
He's got some pretty good sight lines on
Diva's
this map
mech
as well,
is
to be
back
honest.
too.
There it is, getting herself back in. Capture point has now been unlocked.
Oh.
Fusion gonna get that kill. Only Teddy DS left alive. It's probably not gonna clutch it here, as Misk is gonna be getting that nano boost, and that is going to be my Fruitsu in the wash, getting themselves their first point on the board.
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Yeah, no, doing voices is very painful for doing it over a long period of time.
I think, like, after we've been doing this casting gig for a little while now, I speak in a radio voice more often than I should.
Yeah, I do too. I
noticed,
also
like-
answer phones in that voice. Like, when I'm at work doing, college counseling and stuff like that, I'll answer the phone. I'm like, "Hello, this is Wesley. How may I help you?" I'm just like, "Oh,
You see,
okay."
I actually have an admin job myself, so I have to answer a lot of phones. Part of my job means I am on reception.
Pichu,
so
take
I
it out,
have to-
Misk.
Have to pull out the phone voice. Pichu pulling out his cock and getting 2 kills already. Fusion last man left alive, and this could be the first map being taken in the bronze map for Pichu's Pussy Pounding Patrol. Can they get anything here? Devons is gonna get himself dicked by the Tracer, however. That's not how it happened in the cinematic.
No, definitely not. Oh, but he didn't have the time for that. Pichu's
That-
pussy pounding posse or patrol wins the first round. Who
Either way,
will get play of the game?
Of the game.
gonna be a nice clutch there coming in. Pichu getting himself the play of the game. Did a lot of work in this series, I'm not gonna lie. Misk getting fucked at the very beginning, and this is gonna be Fusion. Also, almost getting the dick, but it's Darsix getting the long dick of the Pichu lore there.
Yeah. And PPPP with the first point of this series.
Now
Not
we will
12.
be going on to our second map as well. If PPPP take this, we will be seeing them take 3rd place in this entire tournament, and of course we will be having our grand final coming up just straight after this map. That is going to be from Baleli Lo Ole Lee going up against Team Already Tilted, so going to be quite the hype matchup to actually see for them. Now, of course, we will just be waiting on the random number generator to actually sort this all out for us, and Pichu is also
Pichu,
asking
yeah.
us for a short AFK.
We have Necropolis for our next match of this series.
Not seen anything really embarrassing happen on Necropolis. I see a lot of people actually just occasionally jump down the hole in the middle because they don't know anything about the map.
Fusion, Pichu is going to toggle hacks.
Slash toggle.
Eh,
Might as well.
not
you know?
dot toggle, slash toggle.
Definitely not from any experience or I wasn't one of those sorts of people, don't worry guys. So, taking a look at this, let's see what you guys out there in chat do think about this game in general. Who will be taking 3rd place here, do you guys think?
We will see in 30 seconds what they think of this.
Oh yeah, shit, we've got a delay on, haven't we?
Yeah, we do.
Always forget
Devin
about
saying 1v1 me on CS.
that. I mean, to be fair, that might give him a hell of a lot of advantage. He is quite the good CS player.
He is a
He,
CS
was
player.
LEM, I believe.
He is a CS player and he is a PUBG player. So, we will
pretty
see.
much-
Suka Blitz, Rush B.
Going down the line here, actually, we do have Aggro Dave Teddy.
No
He's
knife
started
allowed.
to play a little bit more of the competitive Player Unknown's Battlegrounds
They
recently.
are ready. All of them
Oh,
are
brilliant.
ready. So, hey.
Devon's, of course, coming from a history of Dota and
Welcome.
CS. Pichu.
More people watching. We have 24 viewers in here right now. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Brilliant start coming into this. Of course, going down the line just a little bit further as well, we have Pichu, who we only really know from Overwatch. Darsix, bit of a Mr.
Prepare
Not
for battle.
one we really know of, unfortunately, so we don't have any figures on him. He's standing in as a last-minute sub. Fusion also recently started picking up Player Unknown's Battlegrounds, but we do know him from Overwatch, alongside Misk as
I mean,
well. All of these
Fusion
players.
is a bit infamous now. Well, famous. The other guy's infamous. He is the person Who ended up dicking that guy in the 1v1 video that has blown up so much at this point?
I feel kind of bad about that, to be
I
honest. So
honestly
we'll
do
just
too,
quickly
but,
brush on a little bit as Defens is going to be taking down the Peaceful
Oh,
Monk.
what he's
Misk
down.
will be trading out one kill, however. That's going to be one tank down, but Pharmacy will be left up. We know that Pichu can do a lot of work on this hero, and with this combination, Teddy DS taken dangerously low, as this will be D.Va of Misk trying to find as much damage as he possibly can. Looks like Pichu and Dave are in a very precarious position right now, as they're almost getting dick. Pichu bringing it around. Now it's just the Pharah versus Misk on that D.Va. Could be a very difficult 1v1 coming in for him now.
It is entirely possible. Misk is low on health and does have to make up for all of the damage. Pichu probably won't take too much either, because he's going to be up in the sky most of the time. As much as D.Va can jump up there, she can't stay up there, and that's going to be hard to counter.
Doesn't really have any way of healing back up either, though. Misk can be taken out of the mech, but can try to regain it over time. So probably Misk will be having an advantage when it comes to capping this, perhaps.
There is the capture point area that needs to be capped, though, so they have to... Fusion! Calling back to this video, too. Come out! But yeah, like, come on.
Fusion really bringing it out now.
Yeah.
So gonna have to see how this one goes. Pichu will be starting to aggress the area first. Does use the shift, so he's already up in the air. Misk not used his own rocket boosters just yet. Pichu, he's capping from the air. He's contesting from the air. How the fuck is he doing
That's
this?
impossible.
Misk taken out already, and it looks like Pichu's gonna be getting it in the 1v1.
Oh,
There it is!
man.
The rocket barrage with the kill. Beautiful work, as we're going 1-0 now.
Pharah can't contest in the air, that's a known fact.
Your hero.
Justice
Now-
reigns from slightly above the ground. Thank you for whoever just subscribed. Wow, Waj 48. Thank you. We appreciate you.
We appreciate everyone who is turning out for this as well, and thank you to everyone who actually signed up. This is the first time I've organised a tournament like this, and the response has been fantastic.
Yeah. Be good. We'll probably have a 1v1 next time. Oh! Pichu with another
Darcyx,
dirty hook.
the first one to be taken out as well. The May could have been the biggest pain in the arse of this composition. Teddy DS getting that charge in. Holy shit! He got
He
missed!
did it!
He
He
did
got
it!
the damage,
smack! He got the smack as well. Beautiful play coming out from Dave. It's not just pop good. That's the hook. That's the
great.
kill. 2-0 for Pichu's pussy pounding patrol.
Posse. But also,
Oh,
Prepare for battle.
like,
Select
I think Teddy found his main in this game. He's just gonna be a really aggressive Reinhardt from now on.
He did actually play Reinhardt a lot coming into this game first time round. We were playing quite a bit when the game was released, and Dave was one of the people, Teddy, sorry, was one of the people we had to continuously ask to rebind his shift key to right
so
shift
he
on
wouldn't,
that
uh,
Reinhardt.
Yeah. Oh, there
Now,
is
of
a
course,
Bastion. But
Teddy
there's
DS
also a
is
D.Va.
going to be on the D.Va, so perfect time to be bringing out the D.Va into that Bastion.
Yeah.
Not so much healing coming in as well for the Bastion or for Misk on that Reinhardt.
No, it's definitely going to be a bit hairy. The Bastion can heal himself, but the Reinhardt's going to be struggling a bit if they can start doing some damage to him.
Devon's, of course, in a similar position, but Pichu has that self-heal for himself, and Devon's can just focus on making sure that the Discord is on the right target, and that he can just put that Harmony Orb onto Teddy DS, as Misk is going to be charging in, getting the hammer smashes down,
Oh.
but Pichu's going to be getting that first kill there onto Misk. That's no shield for Fusion anymore. Fusion now healing up himself slightly, but Teddy DS is out of the mech. 3 versus 2 still, as Darcyx and Fusion are the only people left alive for my Fruit Suitors in the wash.
Like you said before, though, D.Va can get back in that mech, and it is loading back up fast for Teddy. Teddy is back at the 80%, likely going to get it soon, and then they can just bum rush Fusion. Capture
they
area
already-
unlocking.
Would love to. Also, the capture area does have positional advantage for Pichu's Pussy Pounding Posse as well. But they are pushing up on Fusion and Darcyx. Fusion going to be taking out the tank formation. Teddy DS, beautiful defense matrix, going to be nullifying the majority of that damage coming from Teddy with the kill, as Darcyx going to be the only man left alive here, as Pichu's Pussy Pounding Posse are going to take the game and they're going to take the series. They will take third place as well.
They have the bronze medal for this tournament as a whole. So, let's see what's coming out of them. Pichu as Soldier, doing a great job.
Whilst we're quickly in our downtime as well, I'd just like to quickly respond to Wodge in chat. CS is something that I absolutely adore, and if you have a server or a tournament that you would like casted for CS, I would love to join you. Wesley is
I
of
don't
course
know too
also,
much, but hey.
Come on, you gotta learn the game sometime, man. Best esport in the world.
Eventually, we will get to that point. But hey, yeah, no, if you have any like tournaments or anything that you would like us to cast, potentially we can cast it. I just can't say that I know too much about it.
It is, of course, something that's just a little bit different to the skill set, but of course it's a very interesting game to cast as well. My favourite caster is actually a CS one. Good old Sadakist, my man. But of course that is going to be the finale of the third place match.
For the third place, yeah, not the finale
Yes.
of the stream. We have one more game coming up for you guys.
Now, of course, that is the last we will be seeing from those 6 players. Congratulations to Pichu's Pussy Pounding Posse, who have managed to pick up the bronze medal in this tournament overall. Unfortunate consolations over to My Fruit Suit in the wash, led by Misk there, as they didn't manage to pick up a medal position in this tournament. We're going to be taking a quick break once again now, however, as we quickly load up our final match between Baleli, Lo Ole Lee, and Already Tilted, who are coming in for both of their second games of the evening, and it's going to be fantastic. Don't tune that URL anywhere else. We'll be back with you very shortly, and whilst we are in that break as well, get yourselves a nice drink, get yourselves a nice snack, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Alright, see you in a minute.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the EU Casting Couch Free versus Free Community Tournament. We are heading into our finals now between B-Lol and Already Tilted, and my goodness have we had a fantastic set of games so far this evening. Once again, you are joined by myself, Daniel Dudge Sandal, and joining me and hosting this wonderful stream and tournament is my grand old partner, Wesley, Energy__being.
Hello and welcome. We appreciate the guys who've dropped in even at the end. Welcome. We hope that you enjoy yourselves, and this is the last match of the day with Baleli Lo Ole Lee going against Already Tilted. So, this has been a bit of a surprise. A team who has come to this tournament from outside of our community, just as kind of guests invited by one of our other members, have gone to the finals, and we hope that we see more from these guys in the future. And if you would like to join us, we do have the Discord link for this server in the nice banner that was commissioned from Aaron Ye, my artist for this, who has also done the art of myself and Douge for this sorry. What is the word for it? This image.
It's talking at length, man. It's talking at
Yeah.
length. It's always a killer. Now, of course,
There's that.
of course.
You can also
This
find
is-
her link in the description below. So if you'd like to go see more of her art, she does Overwatch and Greek god stuff. So yeah, hope you guys like that.
As a bit of context coming into this as well, the Discord channel is the EU Casting Couch, and this week I thought it would be a great idea to organise a free versus free tournament, and we've had a great amount of people who have shown their interest and come forward to play this evening. There have been a couple of mishaps here and there along the road, but of course we've got here, and here we are at the finals. If you guys haven't done so already, come and join our wonderful community. We always moderate the channel, and we always make sure that everyone's having a good time, and there's lots of people online this evening showing their support to our newcomers and our people who have been here for a very long period of time. We have a very welcoming community, and we would love to have more people come and join us. For a bit of context on us, once again, Wesley, who's hosting this channel at the second, brilliant streamer and colorcaster, plus an analyst for our casting team. I usually handle the play-by-play and host duties as well. So we usually cast for Overwatch University League and a few other commitments as well. But of course, this is going to be one of our more chilled out streams, so we're going to be swearing a little bit, and we are going to be having some fun with this, just as we've had a lot of fun so far. We are heading into our finals. Once again though, our first map will be Castillo in this free versus free lockout elimination, and I know you guys are tired of hearing us chat shit for a little bit, but we are ready to go, and we are going to be getting into this game right now.
Yep, here we go.
Traveling to the right.
As Pichu is saying in chat for us, if the outsiders win, they have to be a part of our community.
They do.
I don't consider them outsiders anymore. They've come in and they have brightened up this community just by their participation. So we'd love to see more people coming in, joining us and getting involved in what we do here. We usually play games together, but of course we sometimes stream stuff like this, whether it's more casual or even a little bit more serious.
As soon as that Dream Daddy game comes out, I'm sad about the delay, but as soon as it comes out, I'm streaming it on this fucking channel, man. I'm gonna date some fucking gay dads. That is gonna be a thing that happens.
Now starting this off, we are seeing our final teams, which you need to quickly change on the stream as well.
Oh,
I
wait.
will add. But they are going to be starting
no, they're
this
changed.
off,
They're
and the
already
fight already coming in. Chime going off the side of the map. Getting that beautiful boop going down. Grasp the next person to go down. Golden. The Rhino is in the firing line, and he's the third person to be killed. Hasomi on the ape, going ape shit.
And
Prepare
first win for Already Tilted. They're doing a good job so far.
And hopefully they're not tilted with that start.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, they get stronger when they tilt. Or do they? Nobody does. Nobody does.
I don't know. Of course, we are waiting.
The secret
on
is,
Blink.
I'm always tilted. The fucking like.
I
whole
see
slide.
you in the chill channel, Blink. You have ditched your team. You are tilted yourself, and to be fair, you had a good reason for
Yeah.
it. But your team's doing fine without you, man.
Yeah,
That's all
doing
good.
good. They're in the finals. It worked.
They've managed it. Now, of course, we're going to be starting on to the next Bitter Mercy. Looks like he's in the firing line at the very beginning of this, but Grasp is the one to be going low. D Golden Rhino on the Tracer this time round, looking for an angle or a position to approach from. Hasomi is the one that he just missed out on ever so slightly, but he's going to be focusing down Bitter Mercy instead. Looks like he's going to not really find too much of the kills, as that's him healing up Alterna. Alterna, of course, the first person to start off getting the kill down onto the healer. D Golden Rhino, next person to go down as well. The 1v3 Dream is alive for Chime. He's going to try and find Alterna, but not through that healing from Mercy. So much of it coming in. He looks for the jump. He doesn't find enough. Down onto Bitter Mercy there, as he gets taken out 2-0 for Already Tilted.
And it is going their way. They are doing a very good job so far, but Beelul is in a position that they can still come back from. They are a very good team, and I think that they might be able to do it, depending on how they play this.
They also have a lot of heroes available to them at the second, because obviously they haven't got any wins so far.
Yeah, they definitely have a lot more options coming into these next fights than the other team does.
And the options they're going for, Chime will be taking the Reaper this time round. Taking that into the Divas, probably not the best matchup there.
No, it's definitely not the best matchup, because the Monkey Lightning goes through all of that.
Now, push is coming through from Already Tilted. They are going quite aggressive here. That's going to be taking out the shield straight away. That, well, brilliant sleep coming in from Alterna there as the Golden Rhino looking in. Everyone's gone purple now. Alterna's next in the firing. D Golden Rhino starting this comeback in style. Hasomi does get the kill onto Grasp, not before his mech is taken down. D Golden Rhino on that monkey doing work.
1-2 now. Beelul coming back from this, able to get the win, potentially.
Select your hero.
2-1, at least they have something on the board here, so that is a fantastic way to start this off.
Yeah, it's a very good way to start this out, make sure that everything's going well. They have options still with Grasp on that Mercy, which is not available anymore, to Already Tilted. If you can get that ult in this game mode, it is extremely powerful, because you can res everybody.
And the Pharmacy is the one that's going to be coming out here for Beelul, so going to see if that makes all of the difference here. Of course, Bitter Mercy will be playing the Soldier 76.
Bitter Mercy going in with Hasomi on that Diva, just trying to get some damage out. But Hasomi's by himself.
Grasp on the back line, but that's going to be a very nice jump up in the air.
Hasomi
Brilliant
out of
coordination
mech.
already coming through. Hasomi does get his mech absolutely scrapped there. Does
And
get taken out by
down.
Chime as well. Chime now in the air alongside Grasp, looking for Alterna next. Does see what he can find, but he's in the middle of Soldier. Does get caught in the crossfire, almost taken down there, but Chime in a fantastic place to respond as D Golden Rhino pushing forward with the rest. Kills off Alterna to begin this off. Just Bitter Mercy left alive as he gets killed by Chime. 2-2 here in the first map of the finals.
Don't drink, kids. You might die in a bar brawl.
Select your hero.
That
Words
happens to all
out
of us
of
one
my
day.
mouth. Out of my mouth. Just not coming properly.
That happens to all of us. Speaking at length, we've been here for a good couple of hours now, so we're
Yeah, pretty much.
definitely on the fast track to getting fucked. Now, finally, taking a look at what these guys, both teams pulling out the May pick, but taking different approaches about how they're going to be supporting that as Grasp already taking a big chunk of damage there
Hasomi already
to
using the
start this
wall.
off.
And Chime coming back with her own, or his own.
Slowly pushing forward here, but not able to find anything as D Golden Rhino and the rest of the team are taking control of this little courtyard element. Chime and Hasomi just trying to throw icicles at one another as Grasp is trying to follow that up with the balls as well. High ground has been established for Already Tilted, however.
Already Tilted is... Oh, but the hook down.
Brilliant hook, but excellent shield to retort to that as well. Brilliant wall to make sure that Hasomi isn't able to finalize that kill there. Bitter Mercy trying to push forward alongside D Golden
Oh my
Rhino.
God!
Gets the kill, gets the hook. Alterna in the firing line. This is the man you want to kill, and Alterna does get the
Alterna
sleep power,
down.
but taken down by Chime. This could be it.
May.
Hisomi is the only one left alive. The reverse sweep
Look
from
at
B-Lol here.
Hisomi. Look at Hisomi's percentage, though. He is so close to getting that. If he can just dink off a few more, he might be able to get a blizzard and kill them all.
the
But that's
freeze. B-Lol with the reverse sweep in round 1 of the finals here. Excellent comeback.
that was great. Come from behind victory on this first map.
Beta
And
Mercy
Zenyatta.
getting... This is twice now that we've seen healers who we don't usually get to shout out. Look at that.
That was great.
It's absolutely disgusting. I am glad we get to see that one again, but healers getting a lot of credit here because just how much work they get to do in the free versus free environment, not getting overshadowed by 5 other members.
Yeah, let's see. Back to the lobby. And one more randomizer coming in for the potential final map of this series.
Of course, B-Lol, if they're able to continue this momentum against Already Tilted, they can take it right here in Black Forest. However, if Already Tilted do get the comeback win and manage to recompose themselves, they are already tilted. So let's see if they're able to just take a deep breath, bring a map back, and take this to game 3 over on Eco Point Antarctica.
Yeah, I just made a typing mistake. I said Black Forest for the final map, or potential. Yeah, okay, so let's
You're counting our
check
teams
them
out
out.
before they've even had a chance to play, Wesley. It's
Hey.
quite rude of you, you know?
Hey, it was my fingers, it wasn't my brain.
I mean, you can school that argument for anything, surely. Now, of course, Black Forest is where we're going to take a trip to, so a nice place over in Germany. We've talked about this map at length already. Really nice to look at, but at the same time, excellent sort of places where we can have a potential of 5 different fights happening.
Yeah, it's got a lot of open areas as well as a lot of really enclosed small spaces where you can get kills with Reaper, May, things like that. Or you have these big open areas where Soldier and Pharah do very well. So it comes down to how they play the map and how they do everything else. We are waiting for them. Okay, they are ready.
There we go, so we have both teams giving us the ready check. Thankfully, that's all they're giving us at the second, as we're going to see what they bring into this, potentially our final game of the evening, and what a great way to close out or continue this finals on the Black Forest.
Yep, there is a lot of potential for this to go B-Lol's way, Baleli Low, Ole Lee, or there is a potential for Already Tilted to come back and take the victory from the depths of potential defeat.
Of course, we did actually have Already Tilted coming into this as strong favourites as Bitter Mercy already taken dangerously low. He's playing the Junkrat, and now I already have to start hating him for that, because fuck Junkrat, as the fight is going to be continuing into the courtyard. Alterna's going to be taking a lot of damage. Golden Rhino does get that first kill onto Alterna. 2 versus 3, starting very well for B-Lol here. Not enough damage coming through from Bitter Mercy. Hisomi and the Junkrat, the only people left alive, versus Chime, Golden Rhino, and Grasp. What can we see here?
Honestly, we have to see lots of explosive damage coming out of this Junkrat, or else they're not going to do well. May by herself is alright, but it's just not a combo
What
you can
a
do.
sleep!
Oh man, Bitter Mercy taken out a second before that wall came up. Now it's
Hisomi-
down to Hisomi.
He's going to have to get some very good freezes coming through here. Looks like he's just waiting around just so he can get his shift ability to get himself back to full health. As a quick response to Po Alua in chat, we are doing a best of 3. The first 2 maps are randomized, and the final map will be, if we get there at least, Eco Point Antarctica.
Hisomi now has to move towards the point because they're just sitting on that capture area waiting for it to open up. Hisomi taken out,
Nothing
though.
he can do there.
Yeah,
0.
there's almost no way that he could bring that back unless he had a blizzard up.
Prepare for battle.
What a great clutch that could have been as
That would
well.
have been amazing if there was a blizzard coming up.
Of course, when your team goes down that quickly, there's very little you can do to respond, especially as someone like Mei who doesn't really have that clutch potential. Very good to see what Already Tilted are bringing out this time around, something a little bit more conventional, and also something with a lot more power.
Stock, standard, it's good and it works. Hisomi going in by themselves. Hisomi seems to have a habit of moving in before everybody else too, so maybe you should wait up a little bit for Bitter Mercy before he moves in.
Pharmacy coming out once again, however, as BLOL have already shown great skill with that composition before. Even D Golden Rhino has shown that he has quite a strong Roadhog coming into this. That hook, however, not going to hit this time round, and he does follow up to the missed hook by just backing out, resetting himself, and extra composure coming into this. Both teams seem to know what is on the line here. Hisomi pushing forward just a little bit, trying to get... Oh my goodness!
Man.
D Golden Rhino getting a D-hook to start this off. Bitter Mercy, the first person to be taken down. Hisomi and Alterna are the only men left alive. Can Zenyatta clutch
and
it?
another
No, he
kill.
cannot. And it looks like we're going to be cut and dry here as Hisomi is taken out at 2-0 for BLOL here.
One more fight,
Prepare for battle.
and it could be the end, unless Already Tilted pulls out another come-from-behind victory in this series.
How tilted are they is the real question, because at the second it looks like they're pretty fucking tilted.
Seems
and
like it.
now they are playing the Pharmacy at least, so that's something that's a strong pick coming through. But Chime once again is going to be playing that Tracer.
Fight. Match
Tracer is
point.
a very good pick for him, honestly. He's been doing a pretty decent amount of work every single time we see him with it.
Now once again, D Golden Rhino pushing forward, already starting this off. Hisomi is quite low at the very beginning of this. Alterna trying to get some shots down. Chime was taken dangerously low there. Alterna still in the air with Bitter Mercy. How bitter is the Mercy? Well, she's on Already Tilted, so probably quite
Probably
bitter.
pretty tilted. Probably tilted enough to have that fucking need healing pin that I have. It's just a middle finger.
Now we're going to have to... Not really too much happening here as both one another out. It looks like Already Tilted are trying to play much safer. Now they know they are going to have to mount such a huge reverse sweep to win here.
Yeah, they really are just kind of playing, poking. But the problem with this is they're not doing enough damage.
We have seen one reverse sweep coming through before today, so will we see another? Hisomi taken very low. Bitter Mercy, however, very dangerous position there. Chime, first one to be taken down. Bitter Mercy is traded off, however, as well. Still a healer left on the side of BLOL, but Alterna does kill him off. Hisomi taken down. D Golden Rhino versus Alterna. Capture area is the next point of contention, but Alterna and the Zarya trying to find themselves more fighting on the board. Shields starting to recharge here for the Zarya.
The Zarya is at
Oh,
nearly full health, only a few damage ticked off.
Alterna does have 92% ultimate charge as well. D Golden Rhino not able to get any right clicks to connect at the second here. Will we see this end with
They
an
need to move in.
ultimate? Alterna on the point at the very beginning. There's the shift going up into the air. Alterna trying to take control of this, almost capping the point, very close to it now. There's the rocket
Oh,
barrel. There
man.
is 2-1 on the board. It's already tilted, are one step closer to bringing this back.
So close to going to D Golden Rhino for that. Like, it was such a close fight at the end, but if he held that shield for a few seconds longer, I think it probably would have been able to survive and win that round. They do have an
Very well.
advantage, though.
Very well played by Alterna, however. He was waiting for that shield to come out, just baiting very gradually. Excellent movement coming in from him, and we're seeing the compositions change over once again. Already Tilted are now taking this seriously, but if BLOL win one more round, they take the entire tournament here.
They do. Also, they have a diva against Mei, which is not the best, defense for this. The left click can just go right through it.
Two Zenyatas in this game as well, so lots of extra damage will be coming through. The freeze already going down onto Zenyatta here. He's out of position. be the first person taken down. There's Alterna out of this fight at the beginning, but Chime also traded off. Bitter Mercy in a bad position as Hisomi is the one to be taken out of mech. Bitter Mercy trying to heal back up. RZ does, taken down. Hisomi in the 1 versus 2 versus D Golden Rhino. He's been here before,
And
but
that's
he's
it.
done it, and they've taken the entire tournament here. B-Lol winning it all overall. The newcomers taking everything in this final game.
Bolele Lo Olele winning the full tournament. Great play from them. Great play.
Excellent work coming in and just doing such a great job. Their team coordination really pulling them through, and you can tell that they knew one another before this, as they were all on point together and working fantastically.
It was a great round, great everything. They came in, they played the most games out of everyone in this entire thing because they were coming in on the original card instead of going straight into the semifinals like some of the other teams did. So they fought through every round and won. Great job to Bolele Lo Olele. Sorry, words coming out of my mouth right now. But yes, we hope that you guys have enjoyed this. It was a pretty good tournament, I think.
Well, just a few closing words to actually finish this out in that case. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure to follow Wesley's stream here, where we will host any future community events, and we'll also be trying to cast over them if we're not, of course, participating in those ourselves. Also, Wesley does do some fantastic variety streaming, so make sure to give him a follow. If you haven't done so already as well, and you use Twitter, I'd recommend giving us both a follow on there, where we will let you know if we're doing anything, or if we're advertising any more of these community events, or going on stream to do some more of our casting.
Yeah.
Once again, if you haven't done so, I'm saying this quite often, if you aren't already a member of our wonderful EU Casting Couch Discord community, I implore you to come and join us, where we do some fantastic events like this. We have very active communities for Overwatch, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and MOBA, plus some MISC games alongside that as well. It's been brilliant so far. Excellent participation coming in from all of our teams, but B-Lol taking it all in the end. Thank you all for joining us. It has been a pleasure casting this event for you.
One
thank you
extra
once
bit
again,
of
Wesley.
information. Yeah, you can find the link to our Discord community in the description below the stream. If you click over to the information instead of the channel updates, you can find the Discord link down there. You can also find the link to our YouTube page. We kind of want to get that 100 subscribers so that we can get our custom URL finally. And also, you can find the artist who does the art for our banner through her link down there, or you can go bother Misk on our Discord community, who has done the overlays for this tournament. So, we hope that you guys have a nice day. See you in the Discord community soon, or immediately after this, because we're probably going to be playing games, honestly. Or, just have a nice day in general. We will see you guys next time, and we hope to see you wherever you are watching this soon.